episode here at Maple Monkey Homestead. At least with last week's live, I kind of had a framework. I don't have a framework for this week's live. So I guess we'll just start it off with saying it's crazy that the time is flying by and we are almost into Christmas. So Merry Christmas. What's today? The 20th. Yeah, December 20th already. Blows my mind how fast time goes. It is just absolutely unreal. So Merry Christmas! La 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 la. I should have some la 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 la. So Merry Christmas, everybody. I want to do another post wishing everybody a Merry Christmas the closer we get. So I do not have any framework. Hey, good morning, Sea Snod. How you doing today, my brother or sister? Can't really tell from your name. Hope you're having a fantastic morning. It is chilly over here at the homestead. It's probably getting on -15 with the wind or so here. So yeah, it's nice. I got the new stove installed and the new damper on the hey, morning Margie. And I got the new damper on the stove, and my oh my, what a difference that makes. Oh, I can just put a log in now and just chuck that down, pop the other one down, and man, it is just nice to not have to worry about it so much in the middle of the night. Put it to the test the other night and stoked it up a bit too early, so I'm still playing around with some features because, you know, once the coals catch up, it warms this place up nice. But if I can catch it just in the right temperature frame before I go to bed and I just put that log on, oh, I don't even have to wake up. It was absolutely great. I think I timed it and it was, what was it? It was like 6 hours that I got out of one log. So I was just like, man, this is absolutely great. Just let the chickens out. The chickens are out in the background scratching and drinking from the pond. I put a post up the other day on my community tab, doing some work down there, trying to get my Patreon page back onto the go. So there's just going to be lots of stuff happening coming up. There's already been, I think, 2 posts, game changer for sure, on my Patreon. And I have another 4 planned for there. The newest episode for Maple Monkey is going to be on Monday. So what's that? That would be the 23rd, I think it is. And it's about an hour long. And it's the video replacing all the stovepipe, getting all the dampers installed, and changing out everything for the wood stove, getting that all good to go. So that's coming out Monday at 7 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time. Uh, Lots of other stuff happening around here, which I'm super excited about. Here, let's see here. I'll see if you can switch it around, if you can see. There's the chickens out there. Oh, there, girls. They're out there getting their feed and their scratch. Got their mealworms on the go. It's pretty crazy because a lot of people, you know, when they get their chickens, they say winter time comes around and they stop laying. I must got some magical chickens, or they must like really love me. I am thankfully going to be able to get some time with the family over the holidays. I'm super thankful about that. It's only going to be about 4 days, but hey, I cannot complain in the least bit. I'm super excited to be able to spend some time with the family and fam jam, and actually we're going to be going to our first Christmas Eve church mass, so I am just super excited about that. Can't wait. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. But yeah, people keep saying with chickens, the chickens stop laying in the wintertime. My chickens must be full of magic. And they also say that they stop, you know, they slow down laying right when they're about 2 years old. Well, this is the chickens' second winter. They're 2 to 3 years old, and they've been laying continuously for that 2 to 2.5 years. So between, I started off with, I hope all of you are going to be able to spend some time with your family over the Christmas as well, you know, filled with love and peace and joy. Australia, what's up, my brother? You look chill, man. I am chill, man. I don't got to worry in this world. What do y'all think of the old, what do you want to call it? The old Tom Selleck? Maybe another, maybe the Ron Jeremy, as they say. I am Indian. Hey, no worries, man. Awesome. Good morning, Stacy. Snow blowing in North Illinois. Yeah, we got a storm coming in on the front tonight and into tomorrow. So we're gonna get a storm here as well. It's going to be about a foot of snow. I wasn't even expecting that. I was just down delivering some Christmas cards to the neighbors. I try to be a good chicken dad, Margie. They have treated me so well and they give me so much joy throughout the run of the day, just like that video that I posted here looking out the window where I start calling them and they just start, fluttering their wings. Something as simple as that. It just brings me so much joy. I myself have watched that video probably 100 times. I love it. I love it. So I got to take care of them girls. I am not in the States. I am in East Coast of Canada. I don't know if that's for better or for worse. Coming to Canada in June. Oh, whereabouts are you coming into Canada, brother? Canada's beautiful. You're going to absolutely love it here. Unfortunately, don't really want to get into too much of the politics, but Dodo Head Trudeau has ruined a lot, but still, it's a beautiful country. Beautiful, beautiful country. So yeah, no, I'm just thankful for the chickens. Thankful for, the joy that they give me. Just like, I think I've said it in my videos. Vancouver. I love Vancouver. Oh my, oh my. Blonde River, Ontario. Hey, Wayne. Hey, Ames. Ottawa. Hey, nice. I got family in Ottawa, actually. It's a beautiful city. Mustache will bring you a good reputation. Better than New York. Yeah, there's some things happening in New York over the past 20 years that, if you're a quote unquote conspiracy theorist, it's really eye-opening to see what's happening there. And throughout, it doesn't matter where you go, it's happening everywhere. It's literally happening everywhere. Without getting into too much of the preaching, look into Revelation in the Bible and it's literally playing out before us. But I got to take care of these chickens. Yeah, I got to take care of them. I thankfully I've got a neighbor coming to just in case where I'm not here, to check on them to make sure that their water doesn't freeze and all that good stuff. I said, hey man, you can have the eggs for the time being, getting about 4 a day. And like I was saying, that's absolutely crazy because like 2.5 years old, people are like, chicken stop laying, slow down laying at 2 years, 2.5. Credibility. I lose my credibility because of my mustache. Oh man, don't be like that, brother. Come on, this is right here. This is the old Tom Selleck, or who's that other guy that was in Baywatch? What's his name? I can't think of his. No, Burt Reynolds. I got the Burt in HD here, guys. Come on, you're hating on it. Ah, well, I have it actually for two reasons. It's because usually women don't like mustaches, so that's actually can fend off. Yeah, David Hasselhoff, exactly. Usually women don't like mustaches, so if this something like this is, I'm looking for a wife, so if she don't like a mustache, she's not the kind of the woman that I want. And if it's a God-fearing woman, a mustache ain't gonna make a difference. Like Hulk Hogan, hey brother, that's right. How old am I? I have to think about that. 33. Europe. Oh, I know. Disgust for Trudeau. Hey, Bob. Supernatural talk. Oh, yeah. Marlboro man. Hey, Margie. You're Don Fryer. Oh, we're getting into some good stuff here for sure. Indonesia. Love Indonesia. God bless you, my brother. I actually lived in Bali for a little bit, so Indonesia holds a hold, very true in my heart. I love it, absolutely, and such. Oh, I'm jealous because I know I shouldn't be jealous, but you guys got some absolutely delicious food over there. Supernatural talk lost quite a bit. Oh, it's all good, Wayne. It is what it is, brother. Whether you believe or not, it don't matter to me. Don't take any tan out of my hide, brother. It's all good. See, I'm saying brother now, that even more. Smoking, yeah. Well, cheers, my guy. I know that's gonna set your day off on the right way, Steve. So, uh, hey, I appreciate that, Michael. God bless you too. Of like Wayne, it's all good, man. Revelations for sure. Look, you believe it or not, man, it's playing out before us. What's a good dish I should try? Laksa, man. Love laksa. Oh, I was just absolutely addicted to some laksa when I was over there. Um, you don't have a hide, you have skin. It's all good. No tan off my skin. No furrow off my brow. Don't matter what I say. It ain't gonna take the joy away from this cat right here, I'll tell you that. Oh my. Dickie Allen. I'm not sure who that is. I don't know who Dickie Allen is. But yeah, we're getting into some good people with mustaches here, that's for sure. If I can, we're just gonna keep on it. The rotten apple. What are you drinking, rotten apple? Some rum? Getting yourself all warmed up on a cold winter day, depending on, I guess, where you are. So what do you guys got planned for today? What is today? Friday. For beer, nice, yeah, good old cold brew. For me, I got some stuff I got to take care of around here. I got some videos planned that I want to shoot. Got some another video that I'm going to be shooting for next week. Lots of cabin chores that need to be done and taken care of. What else am I going to be heading on to do today? I'm not sure. But yeah, there's always something to do at the old cabin here. So that's one of the things about homesteading. You check one thing off the list, and it seems like another two or three things are back onto it after you finish one thing off. Wayne, it's all good, my brother. It's all love. Nope. My buddy would used to say, and I live by this motto: no fools, no fun, man. And I am a big fool, so I have a lot of fun. Sisters visiting, shopping, going to your favorite restaurant. That is absolutely amazing, Margie. That sounds like an absolutely wonderful day. I was just down seeing some neighbors, saying hi to the neighbors, delivering some Christmas cards, and it was just good to get out there and see everybody. And one of my got some great neighbors. As much as I like to say that, I like to be into the woods and all of that, I do. I love people, and if you can't tell, I absolutely love talking. And it was good to get down there and see them. Yep, I'm in Canada, Rotten Apple. I'm over in the East Coast, and one of the misses there. It's a fairly old neighborhood where I'm in, and I'm actually in one of the poorest areas of the whole province, and there's a lot of old people. And it was just nice because one of my neighbors was like, well, when you're back from Christmas and seeing everybody, well, come on down, and we're just gonna have a little sit down, and we're just gonna have I'll cook you a meal. And I was just so thankful for them to say that. It just meant the world for me for them to say that. So it was just nice to get out into the neighborhood and spread good wishes, spread the Christmas cheer. Maybe have this fool put a smile on somebody else's face. I don't know. What's it all about if we can't do that, right? Lift each other up, prop each other up. Whether or not you believe or not, what your beliefs are, it don't matter to me, man. I still think, that's what we should do instead of tearing down Minneapolis, Minnesota. Love my songs, man. I sing about a lot of random stuff. It just brings joy, man. Or woman, I'm not sure. I didn't catch that comment. But yeah, I truly, I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I like to think that comes through in the videos. I say that, I think I was saying this in the last live, and in my last video, that was, a real day. Todd Spite is missing. Do you remember him? Rambo. I'm not sure. Todd Spite. I'm not sure who that is. Rambo Cartwright. I don't know. Neither of those names really sound familiar. And that's right, Margie. Happiness is a choice, and I practice the gratitude attitude, man. And even if you think you got nothing, man, you got so much in your life. If you got, sight, sound, you can taste, you got food. It's so much to be thankful of. And it just goes in with, propping each other up. You don't got to tear down a skyscraper to build your own. And that's the way I live my life. Hey, my guy, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful Christmas too, my man. Hope you, just filled with peace and love and family and food and joy and all of that good stuff. And just remember what the season's about, love, because, gotta love our neighbors. Wisconsin, hey, what's up, my guy, my girl? I'm not sure from your guys' names, so I'm just gonna say that. Hopefully you're not into the other area of outside of the realms of guys and girls, if you know what I mean. Without getting too much into it, that's a whole nother ball of yarn. Drive back to LA. Hey, good vibes back to you as well. Yeah, LA. I lived over on the West Coast for a little bit, and it was always going to be a goal of mine to. It actually does. Kindness reciprocates. You reap what you sow. And I wanted to get down there and hitchhike from British Columbia down into Joe Dirt. Hey, it's Joe Dirte, man. Come on, get it right. Joe Dirte. Hey, I can see down your shirt. I'm making myself crack up here. I hope you have a great rest of your day, Wayne. God bless you, my guy. Nothing but peace and love. Peace, my guy. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Oh my, that's too funny. Yeah, Joe Deer. That's Joe Dirte. Oh, the sun is shining though. It's a nice cold day. We got a nice cold spell coming in for the next, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 days. Scotland, I appreciate that. Appreciate your love from Scotland. Lots of more stuff coming up for the build. Let's just get into it. This is probably one of the most comments that I've got in my videos is a railing for the old death stairs. And I know, but the only reason I haven't is because I still need to kind of once I get the railing on and laid in with barn board, it's going to inhibit me from putting my floor down because I got to take it all apart because the floor is going to raise up my stairs and I don't want to have to cut around it. So that's kind of been in why I haven't done the railing. But yeah, so the railing's coming up here soon for both coming up onto the desk stairs and the loft. I want to do a nice rustic railing, like if you've seen Sean James in his cabin, how he'd cut the, some trees and some sticks and kind of fit it all in nicely. And I think what I'll do is I'll get my carving set out, and I don't know, maybe I'll try like a deer head or just something cool to carve into the post itself, just to make it that much more authentic. I got myself entered in $1,000 sweepstakes for building material. So I'm just, putting that out there that comes to fruition, because if I get that $1,000 gift certificate for building materials, oh man, we are going to get some stuff happening. But going back in with the other stuff, I still have to go up into the loft. I get the loft. I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the walls, because down here, I'll just switch the camera around. On this wall in behind the wood stove, that's all barn board from the hobo hut. And on this back wall here, that's all tongue and groove. Don't mind the mess, I know. That's all tongue and groove, cedar tongue and groove. And then same with this wall right there, that's all cedar tongue and groove. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the loft upstairs, if I want to keep with the wood accent. Now, drywall's good, yes, but I don't really like the look of it. And so I don't know. I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts? And then I heard some people, use some cool. There's like a cloth material you can get to cover up your walls, which could be a viable option as well. Lightweight. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's gonna be like a strapping. Strapping's good. Yeah, strapping would be good. Definitely cheap. Definitely usable, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just gonna brainstorm it and see how time goes. But I got to get the walls finished up there. It's all insulated, thankfully. And then roof is insulated on one side, and then on the other side, it's halfway done, just because I don't have my exterior insulation in just a little section of the roof. Good morning from New Brunswick. How you doing, Gwen? Another fellow Canadian here. It's nice to see you. And yeah, gonna be punching through the back wall over here, kitchen edition. 8 by 16 kitchen edition. Deck is going to be out front here, going to be an L-shaped deck with a covered porch, and that in itself is going to be nice coming into the winter months next year. Oh, I can't wait for it. And then another simple thing is just the floor. I just laid my fresh 1x6s in a previous video. It was a couple years ago when I did it, but unfortunately, tree slats, that's a good idea. I was thinking live edge wood might be nice, and that might even be nice for the floor as well. So when I laid my 1x6s for the floor, they were still green. So throughout them drying out over the years, there's good half-inch gap in between them, which I kind of was hoping that wasn't going to happen, but I knew that it was. So I'm not going to leave this floor down. It's just kind of an impromptu floor. That's why if you see in the videos, I'm wearing my boots in here. Not so much now that I have my carpet and my rug down, and I don't want to get that dirtied up. It dirties it up too fast. Same with getting I'd like to get some stone in behind the fireplace as mass, like mass holds heat, a radiant heat barrier. That way, if the stove ever does go out in the middle of the night, the stones can hold the heat from their mass and then radiate it out throughout the night. What else? There is just so much planned for in the cabin. I'd like to get the interior windows all trimmed up and done. You can see in behind of this window, the wall that's behind me is one of the last walls, like you can see in these areas here. Just a small little area that doesn't have any of the interior insulation. It has exterior insulation, but it doesn't have any of the pink fiber stuff. And somebody was saying that, well, why don't you do the spray foam? I would love to do spray foam, but compared to the pink fiber insulation, it is just so expensive. I priced it out, and oh man, it's, mind you, yes, the R value is very much greater than the pink fiber insulation, but you can see that reflecting into the cost as well. Oh, like I say, I don't know. I don't have any framework for this video. I don't, at least with the last live, I had some questions that were kind of prevalent in this. So I'm just kind of, chilling. If you guys have any questions, want to know anything, by all means, shoot them in a bubble wrap. Yeah, yeah, bubble wrap. Make it. See, my problem is if I had bubble wrap, I'd be dancing on it. I was actually just talking with a neighbor about that. See, but with the expanding temperature there this morning, right about -15 Celsius, I think that would be. Yeah, so with the livestock, I have 5 chickens right now. I started with 8. Before the coop, I could get the coop all predator proofed, and go figure it was raccoons of all things that got a couple of my chickens. I got a busy year that's planned, like that's my 2025 calendar, so I'm kind of still on the fence of getting more chickens and such, just because if I don't find somebody to take care of them while I'm gone, then I they're not going to be able to survive, kind of thing. But yes, I would, excuse me, I would like to get, I'd like to get 15 to 20. It's around 0 there. Okay, yeah, yeah, my about -15 here. I would say with the wind chill and all of that. So I'd like to get about 20 chickens. That way, that would give me, like, for me right now, I'm eating anywhere from 3 to 8 eggs a day, just myself. So what I was doing before, I was literally just giving them away, and I like to still give them away. As much as I like to sell them, I like to help out the people in the neighborhood, so I just go down there and just hand out cartons of eggs to my neighbors, and just people who could need them. And I'm on the east coast of Canada. Today it's a colder day. We got a little bit of a cold snap coming through. And so yeah, with even in the next little bit, it's going to be pretty chilly down here. We got a foot of snow coming tonight into tomorrow from what I hear, and then cooler temperatures leading into the 24th and 25th. And then I think from there there's a little break. But after that, usually coming into January, we'll be into the colder months here. And I'm hoping, hey DJ, how you doing, man? From Australia. Good to see you from all the way on the other side of the world, man. And usually when January hits, it's 68 in Los Angeles. Yeah, yeah, rub it in. Usually when January hits, that's when it starts to get, oh look, I got a gray hair there, squirrel. That's usually when winter starts to set in, and I'd like to for it to be stay a consistent temperature of, it usually is about -12 to -20 is the consistent temperature, but it will drop down to, like, -30, -35. It's been in -40, but that it doesn't stick around for very long. It just is when, like, there's like a polar vortex kind of thing. It'll be dropped down to like -40 for a couple days, and then even off to right around -20. And like I say, in and around January is when that usually starts to happen in here. Yeah, no, it gets cold here. Yeah, it's whether now this is, I don't know if it's going to be like the last 2 winters that we had. Surfer's Paradise in Queensland. Oh, beautiful. I wish I could be at the beach. Oh, that'd be so nice. Go to the beach for me, man. Have a swim. Good ice fishing. Yes. Yes. That's the thing with right now is there's not a consistent temperature. So, there was ice. The pond was frozen. The lakes were frozen. But Florida girl transplanted in Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. You missed the Florida weather, I'd imagine. And that's the thing with not getting a consistent temperature this whole time is I want to get out ice fishing and all this good stuff, but until we get that good 6 inches of ice on there, I am not going to take a chance on there. And like I say, the other week we got rain and it was +14. So in the run of a week, there was a 30-degree temperature swing, which was absolutely crazy. Your body can't get used to it. People are getting sick. The lakes won't freeze up. Can't go out and do ice fishing or snowshoeing or snowmobiling and all the fun stuff that encompasses with it. So when it bumps up, it just, the ground starts thawing out, gets all muddy and all that stuff, and it just is a real mess. I wish that it would be like in the olden times, the older days where once December hit, then, snow would stay, the cold would stay. And even when I was a kid, I remember, we'd have to bundle up going out trick-or-treating when I did all that. You'd have to put on your snowsuit back in the day for going out and trick-or-treating in October, I remember, and it's nowhere near that right now. So, but it's more so on the back end, unfortunately. it's been crazy. So I don't know if we're gonna have a bad winter or a good winter. I guess beside the old saying is that, now I've heard it both ways, but I still think it makes more sense this way. I've heard the old saying is if the hornets put their nest in the ground, that it's going to be a bad winter, because if they put their nest in the air, it ain't going to be able to keep them warm and they'll die. So a lot of the times, especially when I was digging my potatoes up this summer, I ran into 3 or 4 nests of hornets that were in my potato piles. And I tell you, if you're digging potatoes and you've come across a hornet's nest, it is not fun. Temperature for storms and floods. I know, man, it's the same thing. It's storms here. One day -5, the next day +20, and then snowing, raining, cold. It's no fun. Every 12 to 1500 years. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, okay. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? I know that they can control weather now, like with these huge, they have these huge turbines, and they just spew out like this smoky, cloudy material filled with like atoms and everything. And same with chemtrails and cloud seeding and all of that. You may think I'm crazy, but it's actually so true, if you do a little bit of searching on it. And they got these like big turbines that are like, 100 times bigger than jet engines, and the stuff that they just throw out of these things to change the atmosphere. It's called, exactly, HARP. You know what I'm saying? It's it's crazy. High altitude resonance percussion or something like that, I think it is, or I could be completely wrong. So I don't know where the weather's going to go this year, but I really want to get out ice fishing because, man, I miss fishing something fierce. And to get a good feed of trout from there, it would be absolutely amazing. Go trout fishing. Trout is one of my most favorite fish, and I haven't been for a good trout fish in a good while. Squirrels on the persimmons. Pretty cold winter. Yeah, the animals know, and there's just signs around us. And like I was saying with the potatoes, the hornets were in my potato bed, just in the ground there, and I got snapped. Yeah, oh yeah, trout on a cast iron pan, so good. A little bit of butter in there, and especially if it's the time where fiddleheads around, not in the winter, but in the springtime when you get some fiddleheads, cut off some fresh fiddleheads, some butter, some salt. Oh, my mouth is just watering thinking about it. Oh, a little bit of vinegar. Oh man, my mouth is watering. I want some trout now. Oh yeah. Oh, I know. Making myself hungry too. Same with coming up into. I'm only probably. I'm gonna say maybe 8 to 10 minute drive from the shore, and I want to get out. We have some awesome tidal fishing here, and if you've ever fished for striped bass, then you know those puppies. My mustache is getting everywhere. Then you know those puppies for down here. The smallest keeper that's legal, at least, is 28 3/4 inches. So that's a good sized fish, right? And I remember me and my buddy, we went out fishing one day. He caught two, and between the two of us, we were allowed one each. So he gave one to me. And do you ever let them brush your rock and roll hair? Who, my chickens? That's the only other person here that could brush my hair. Could you imagine getting the chickens to peck my hair? Although they might be like monkeys where they pick lice out, because I see them, they take care of each other, and I see them out on into the mudroom. And hey, morning, Black Wolf. Hope you're having a fantastic day. You're up early. Must have to go to the bathroom or something. And I see the chickens out there and they're pecking each other. Oh man, just loving life, brother. Loving life. Glad you can make on this live. Chilly day today, eh, man? It's I guess we got a storm coming, so be prepared. Get your shovels, get your storm chips. We got a foot of snow coming. Yeehaw! Right? Oh my. So I might even get my shovels out and see if I can't make a couple extra dollars. And oh no, I'm not even going to be. Well, I might be around. I don't even know. We'll see. Make a couple extra dollars to put towards the old homestead fund. But we'll see. We got some weather coming in. Yeah. What I was saying with the striped bass is I love to get out striped bass fishing. Storm chips and pop. Amen, brother. That's all you need. And get some striped, because when you go fishing for striped bass, you can catch skates, flounders, squids, octopus, mackerel. What else have I caught when I went out fishing? So many things that when you go out for striped bass fishing. Hey, I could appreciate you stopping in for the stream too, Ka. God bless you for staying around and catching what we're going to be. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about something. So that goes in turn with coming up into the spring and summer here. More so the summer. How are you preparing for possible? Yeah, right? It's funny you say that because I was going through the neighborhood. It was probably, I don't know, about a month ago. And I'm going over and I hear all these generators going, and I'm like, what's with all these generators going? Because I'm off grid, so power outages don't bother me. I'm like, what's with all these generators going? So I went down into the town and they were running the store on a generator. I'm like, oh, there's no power. So for whatever reason, there was no power for like the day. Didn't affect me in the least bit. I was laughing. I was laughing. And I wouldn't have even known. The only reason I would have known is because I was walking down into the town and I seen all these generators going. I tell you, I was doing some laughing. I'm like, oh man, this is great. Power outages and all that good stuff. Just another regular day back here at the old homestead. And actually, speaking of that, I have some options coming up here for solar setup. I've had some companies reach out to me for sponsorships and videos. One of them was a company that produces high-end batteries, like my generator. Yeah, you never know. They've reached out and still waiting to hear back from them. I do believe in mustache, boobs, and free speech. That's a great comment. I'm not going to dive into anything else on it, but I'll leave it at that. So, the glowing eyes. This could go possibly one or two ways. So, that could be, do you mean demon eyes? Is that what you mean by that? Or do you mean like Bigfoot and stuff like that? So, yeah, like I was saying, with the solar setup, companies are reaching out, so gotta we're in cahoots. We're in cahoots with something, and somebody, maybe getting some stuff on the go with some solar supernatural. Yeah. Well, there's definitely some demon eyes out there. Um, I don't know. I've heard some crazy sounds back here. My brother, he lives in Ontario, and where he lives, he swear that he has seen, Bigfoot and Sam Squanches and all that. Where do you live off grid? It all depends on the communities. Each county and community usually has its own stipulations and covenances. So depends on where you're looking at it. Every county is really different, and that's pretty interesting because you'd figure they'd all be the same, but yeah, they all have their own stipulations. It's getting harder and harder to find places to find for this kind of lifestyle, which I have no idea why, especially if it's something that you've chosen to do. We all have the right to live. We all have the right to prosper, and for the government to come in and say, no, you can't do that because because I haven't let you. I'm the government. Yada yada yada. It's not right. It's not right. They didn't give us our lives. They don't own anything here. And Merry Christmas, Justin from Maine. Hey, God bless. Merry Christmas. I hope it's just filled with yeah, peace, love, and joy, my man. Yeah, dictate how you choose to live. Yeah, well, we're there, man. We don't have to imagine. Yeah, we're already there. Newfoundland. Yeah. And it's so crazy, man, because like I have been meaning to go to Newfoundland for so long. Me and my buddy, I haven't seen him in a minute, but he's a Newfie. And man, you want to talk about some of the salt of the earth, some great people, Newfoundland. And man, oh man, if they're like me, you get talking blah 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 blah, right? And I know when I get to some like Newfoundlanders or Cape Bretoners or people with a thicker accent than me, it doesn't even happen by me trying to do it. My voice and my accent will change depending on where I'm at. So like I'm sure if I go to Newfoundland, I'll be coming back there talking about like this down there for a bit, a minute. They're talking about so it's been on my bucket list to get further east over to Newfoundland. I might make it a mission to go down there this spring, summertime, but we'll see. I'd absolutely go to the Rock and go down there. But yeah, like I say, I can guarantee you once I get chatting with some people down there, my down east accent, it's gonna incorporate Porta Bay, Porta Basque, St. John's, Deer Lake. Hey, bye. Hey, ain't that true there, bye? Come where, stay where you're at, and I'll come where you're too. Finally, from the Rock. Family from the Rock in Cape Breton. Yeah, my grandfather's from Cape Breton. He's a true blood Cape Bretoner. And and especially where I have Irish in my blood, so I kind of into that same aspect, right? No, Scotland and all of that, and so my accent comes through even more, and I'd laugh because you've made your Jim draw. Hey, that's right there, boy. That's right. What's that? Oh, um, kissing the fish. What is it? Cod? Is it cod? Or it's not? Is it cod where you kiss the cod? Anyway, I'm not sure, but same salted capelin, all that good stuff. Ah, yeah, yeah. How his face screech. That's it. Screeched in. Yes, that's what it is. Screeched in. Oh, you're Irish too, man. Yes, yes. Screeched in. That's awesome. Yeah, 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 yeah. Kissing the cod, and then you get the old bottle of screech there, and yeah, screeched in. So, yeah. Oh, look. Yeah, I might actually have to add that to the calendar to get down to the old Newfoundland because I'd love to. Um, just like typical Eastern coasters where they wear their heart on their sleeve and they're proud of it, right? They're a proud people. And it's unfortunate because like they get a bad rap. The Newfies and the Cape Bretoners, they get a bad rap. Same as like down east, Jamaican rum by. Hey, 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 yes, sir. Same as down south in the States of like rednecks and hillbillies. I don't know why they get a bad rap. Deliverance um really put a damper on that for the people in the south and just like tainted the image of the hardworking rednecks and hairs in my eye and southerners. And it's the same thing for the newfies, is they think that they're just like a bunch of like stupid people, and man, they are some of the most smartest and nicest people that you could ever come across. And it's the same thing with like southerners. So for instance, like redneck, people think that the term redneck has actually turned into a derogatory term, when back in the day it actually started from the town in Appalachia. So it was the coal miners coalition, and they didn't want the unions to come and take over the coal mines, or if they did, they wanted to be part of that union, where they were trying to say no, you can't be a part of this union. So what they used to do to associate themselves, to know that they're part of the rednecks, is they used to wear a red handkerchief around their necks, and they'd wear it as a term of pride and say, oh, hey, you're a redneck, that's awesome, we're fighting for the same thing, we're fighting for good, we're fighting for what's right. So the term redneck is actually a term of like perseverance and endurance, that stemmed from camaraderie, for fighting against the big corporations, and to stand up to say like, look, we got to be united, and we can't be bashing heads against each other. So that's how they used to associate with each other, to be able to tell that they're in the redneck union, is they'd wear a red handkerchief around their neck. And it was a term of pride back then. You're a redneck? Of course I'm a redneck. Wear the handkerchief. Whereas now it's oh, you're a redneck, you dirty hillbilly, and all this stuff, man. It's horrible. It's nowhere near a derogatory term of how it first started, but it morphed into it because of like movies like Deliverance and all of that stuff right there. It's just horrible. And because South Africa, I'm not Mapumalonga. Am I saying that right? Mapumalonga. That kind of sounds like I am. But yeah, it's just you go down to the south. I haven't been, but my old man and I've had friends, and through videos and everything, you go down to the south, and it's the same thing down in the east here. You are gonna come across some of the most friendliest people. They don't know you from Adam, and they'll open the door, come on in, and they'll give you the shirt off their back. So like this whole derogatory term of Oh, hey, no worries. We're still going. We're 30, 40 minutes in. So glad you could come here and perception forms reality. And like I was saying in before, oh, excuse me. Um it's the gratitude attitude. Yeah, simple life, man. It's the way to go. It's the simple things in life that gives you the most joy. And if you have a lot of things, you become slave to these things. So the less is more, in my opinion, and I find joy in the simple things and perception. If you can change your perception, you can literally change your life. 10 a.m. My time would be Atlantic Standard Time, and I think I'll stick with this format. Or yeah, I'm gonna say I'm gonna stick with this format now. So, but yeah, you change your perception, you change your life. And I'm speaking out of this on experience because I used to work rebar. And if you ever, and you know, any construction really, if you've come from the construction background, construction industry, maybe the steel mills, then you know it's not easy. And I did rebar for almost 10 years, coming out of high school. I don't have a college education, and coming out of high school, my buddy, I moved back down from Ontario back down here, and he's like, man, we're hiring. Like, starting off money is some of the best you can find for having no college education. So got into there, and man, oh man, I tell you, it just drained my soul. I was in my early 20s. I was losing my hair. My hair was turning gray. I remember at the worst of the worst, I dropped 40 pounds, 40 pounds. And there'd be times where people couldn't even look at me at work. Even my best friend at the time, we'd all carpool, and I'd get in the truck, and the boys, they'd know, because some days I'd be kind of like this, nowhere near what I am now, happy go lucky, but I'd kind of be my happy go lucky self. And they'd know, like, oh, he's gonna have a good day. But other than that, I'd get into the truck, and I'd just say, morning fellas, how you doing? And I just put my hood on and stick my head down, and I do that because I need to mentally prepare myself for the day. Because if I didn't mentally prepare myself for that day, I'd be throwing rebar, I'd be throwing my hard hat, I'd just lose it at the simplest of things. And it's only once that I, started to change my perception, started to swing 6-ton coils of steel in the steel mill. Yeah, it is. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's horrible. And then you're inhaling the steel dust. It's backbreaking work. It's horrible. And it's unfortunate because the more you work, so there was a time where we got double time after 40 hours. So we like work like 80, 90, sometimes 100 hours in a week, and we get our paycheck, and we do the math, and anything working over, it was like 15 to 22 hours of overtime, you are literally working for free, because you're giving all the money you're making back to the government because you're getting into the next tax bracket. So it's absolutely horrible. And I changed my life by the grace of God. And I don't care if you believe me or not. It's by the grace of Jesus that I was able to change my life. And if you see me as the person that I was back then, you wouldn't want to be next to me. You wouldn't want to be on this live stream with me, because I was just a hateful son of a gun. I was in my 20s. I was going on 80, as I'd say. I was 20 going on 80. And boys, oh boys, whew, change my perception, change my reality. And it is so true, so true. So just, a little bit of tidbit from a guy that did it and that is living it. And life is too short. Exactly. Life is too short to be cranky and to spew out negativity and hatred towards your fellow people, man or woman. And I lived it. And wouldn't don't wish it on anybody. And that's why I'm the person I am now. That's why I say lift up your fellow people, lift up your neighbors, lift up who you are, and you reap what you sow. So it just goes and tails with that. Change your perception, change your reality. Get on with the gratitude attitude, because we got so much to be grateful for. That sun is coming up, and it is just looking absolutely gorgeous coming over here through the trees. I'm just looking at the window. You can probably see it coming in through the background. My chickens are out into the pond drinking the babbling brook water. I was down there looking at them earlier. And like I was saying earlier, so much joy from the little things, just like chickens. Oh, so going to the end, to talking about what I was talking about before with livestock and all that. Um, I actually, ride this trail once, that's for sure, Margie. I have plans. I don't know. You're in Tennessee. That's down in the south, I think. I'm horrible with geography, but in sorry, just one sec. I'm looking on my calendar here. Steely Dan. Why does that sound familiar? Um, October. I want to say it's in September, October. I plan on getting down to Texas. Have a great day. I got a pup here. No worries, Gwen. God bless y'all. And, hope you have a fantastic day as well. Go see to your pup. And so it's September, October that I'd like to get down to Texas uh, for multiple reasons. Won't get into those, but Texas. And I think there was another month that I would like to get down there as well. So, well, you look like you got kids tied up there. I can assure you I don't. I don't have kids tied up here. What parts of Texas? Found my channel. Hey, I appreciate you. Christmas Eve live stream. Hey, that's a good idea. I might do that as well. We aren't that far from Texas. No, no fools, no fun, as I said earlier. No, the only people that I got here, things that I got here, not tied up, are my chickens. But it's funny because in in the Argentina, hola amigo. I don't know if do you speak Spanish in Argentina, or would that be considered like Brazil, where you speak what do they speak in Brazilian? No, Portuguese. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so in the video that went viral there in my short, so many people are like, "Oh, it looks like you got the 10K Unabomber cabin," and on Netflix, there's a movie that just came out about Ted Kaczynski, and I'm like, I am nowhere near the kind of whack job that Ted Kaczynski was. But mind you, he did have a nice cabin, so I gotta laugh at that. I gotta laugh at that. Oh, so yeah, it was just funny, absolutely funny. I'll get back to that livestock. I swear, I would like to have ducks, quail, goats, and pigs. Kind of a bold statement. Hey man, I appreciate that the solid vibes come through, man. Twitch. I've thought about Twitch. Yeah, I've got so much on the go right now. I don't think I could add another platform. I've just been getting my Patreon on the go. So like between, what do I got? I got Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Patreon, YouTube, and I feel like I'll be getting my website onto the go soon. Plus everything that's involved with that. Plus the stuff that I'm doing for the community and for the church and just the community in general. I am busier than a one-armed paper hanger. I don't think I could add another platform to it. I'd be overwhelmed. UFOs. Oh man, I don't believe in aliens, but that's a whole nother ball of yarn. Of course, there is. Oh man, like, so. Speaking of that, I'm not gonna say an alien. I'm not gonna get into what I think it is, or what I know it is. So I'm looking out the my bedroom window, and I can lay there and I can just look out at the night sky when I'm going to bed, and off into the distance through the trees. No one cares. Hey, that's good. You guys know where the door is. And aliens grow out of the ground. Hey, the shroomies, yeah, right. And I'm looking at the sky, and there's this star, and all of a sudden this star just starts like pulsating, and it starts like changing colors. And I'm like, whoa, like that's crazy. Like, it's happened to me before and stuff like that. But it was, and I'm seeing all of this stuff. I haven't been following on it, but like there's been a bunch of like UFOs and drones and such that have been like prevalent in the States. Have you all been in any of these areas that have seen this yourself? Because the videos that I've seen of this stuff is crazy. You was lit up though. No, man, I don't drink. I don't smoke, man. None of that stuff. No litness here. I was looking out there, man, and I'm not even lying. It's yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, it's crazy. They're getting people ready for some stuff that's happening. Some stuff that's happening. It's crazy. Livestock and chicken. Oh man, if I could get a live stream of that, yeah, if I would trust me, that thinking about that. If I could get a power setup to get a live stream set up for the chickens, I definitely would, but I need to get some power. Yeah, I remember you, Pooja. I remember. No worries, brother. I remember you. Um, so just without getting too much into it, I don't think aliens exist. Now you get into the spiritual realm, demons do exist. And without getting too much into it, that's what we're leading to. If you ever hear of Project Bluebeam, look into that. Same with what's happening with Elon Musk and these rockets that supposedly come back in and dock themselves. Look into Project Bluebeam. They might blow your mind. Same with MK Ultra. But this is a whole into the whole conspiracy theorist idea and all that stuff. I don't really like to touch onto that, just like I don't really like to touch on, faith and religion on here. I do, I'll dabble in it, but I got another channel specifically for that. And everybody has their own opinions and beliefs, and that's completely fine. I don't like to push my beliefs on anybody, right? So it's everybody has free will. I mean, Blue Beam, and it's been happening since like the 80s. They can project holograms into the air, and you wouldn't be able to tell that it's not real. So and I believe it's happening right in front of our eyes. So like things, if you look onto the videos of Musk with his rockets, uh, I'm not gonna touch on mind control. Yes, you do have to control your own mind, but check out MK Ultra, uh, predictive programming and things like that. It's out there and it's prevalent. Only chickens company out there in the homestead. Chickens and deer. Got bears, but they're all hibernating. Guinea fowl experiences or goats. Don't have any of those right now. But like I was saying, I like to get quail, ducks, more chickens, goats, pigs. I was actually talking with my neighbor. He was talking about getting a cow. Frog pond. Oh, so many frogs in the pond there. I'll be swimming with them this springtime. It's so funny because they literally lay their eggs there, and there'll be balls. If you ever seen a frog nest, I don't know if that's the right term. It's like a bunch of gelatin balls, and you can see black specks in them. Every summer they lay there. So I have a mass exodus of frogs on the property that I'll hear, and it's nice because you get the peeper frogs, and you're laying in bed at night and you just hear the peeper frogs, and it's just so calming, absolutely calming. So I'm gonna give them more area to reproduce in the pond this year. Um, I don't have any experience with quail. In the mind of drones in New Jersey, stay one or two people like tumor drones when they get in. People, I don't think it's malicious or conspiracy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just speaking about my own opinion. Um, about what I think, right? Like, so take that with a grain of salt. We all have our own opinions. It's just interesting that all of this stuff is Joshua, I'm not in the States. I'm over. Oh, my chickens. I got to be right back. My chickens literally just hit my mouse trap and I heard them, and I found it on one of their gobblers the other day. So I want to make sure that the chickens didn't get the mouse trap on their gobbler. You can still see me and still hear me, so dears, yeah, okay, it's not on your gobbler. Okay. Okay, good. Sorry, I missed all those comments. I had to go check. I came in from doing a walk, and I found the mouse trap. It was on the chicken's gobbler there, whatever you wanted, that red thing that hangs down from them. And I'm looking, and her head's and her mouth is like, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I can't leave you guys alone for 10 seconds, can I? So I had to wrangle her up and then rip the thing off of it. It was just like, oh my. Oh, it snatched the chickens. I don't know if they can smell the peanut butter. I'm on the East Coast, Vancouver, BC. Beautiful, love BC. It's absolutely beautiful out there. How's your weather out there? I know you guys don't get too much snow. Is it into the doom and gloom time of year yet? When I lived out there, it took a while to get used to. Man, I didn't see the sun. I remember my first time going out there. It seemed like 2 months at a time. So it was a big difference. But Vancouver, absolutely beautiful over there. Can't wait to get back. I actually, when I my first time that I lived out there, Me and my brother, we drove out in the winter, stayed up there for a year, and we hitchhiked all the way across Canada. No, I'm not in the States, I'm in Canada, Justin. Excuse me. And we hitchhiked all the way across Canada from west coast to east coast in October of all months. And I remember we came into how cold does it get? Right now we're sitting in around -12 to -15. It could get into a polar vortex area where we're getting down to -40. The winter norms are usually into about the -20 degrees Celsius. Celsius, I think I'm getting that right. -20 degrees Celsius. -20 degrees. I'm not good with Celsius. I don't think it's Celsius and Fahrenheit. Um, Subaru 4x4? No, I wish I had a Subaru 4x4. That'd be nice. I wish I had any kind of 4x4. My truck needs a little bit of work, so that needs some work coming up here into the new year. Yeah, it definitely gets cold. I'm good. I always say I'm good for the cold and I'm good for winter right up until January 1st. And then when January 1st hits and we're into the new year, I get sick and tired of it. And that's really where, the winter starts for us. In Indiana, it's snowing there. Yeah, it's we're getting a foot of snow here tonight too. I haven't seen Sam Squanch here, but my brother in Ontario, he swears that he found a Bigfoot footprint. So I don't know. He showed me a picture of it, and man, it was this massive, massive foot. I'm not saying it was or if it isn't. I mean, we're a bunch of fools, so I don't know. Who knows? But it's interesting because where he lives, he's on the outskirts, and there's game sanctuaries and crown land literally like surrounding and all encompassing it. So there's no buildings. And it's interesting because it might be the same thing it probably is the same thing in other parts of the world. Super serious about Sasquatch. I know it's crazy. And I mean, stuff is out there that we don't know. That's for sure. I definitely believe that for sure. To what extent that it is, I have no idea. Your guess is just as good as mine. But like there are communities that live in rural parts of northern Ontario into the backwoods of like Alaska, same with like Siberia and all that. And these are the people that have escaped the government from like the 50s and 60s and all of that. And you just go into you go down the fire roads. Some of these fire roads, they go for hundreds and hundreds of miles. Yeah, it's still down, unfortunately. But it's all good. I'm still, a lot of good stuff has came out of it. And you go down these fire roads for hundreds and hundreds of miles, and there are backwoods communities there that haven't seen civilization. Eight boy, just like bubbles, or yeah, bubbles. Propane. Fireplace is all good. I missed that comment and I missed that comment. See, that's the problem with this live. They go so fast. I'm trying to read it and then it'll disappear. Sorry about that, everybody. Yeah, Bubbles. A lot of people in the comments, you live in a shed, and I'm like, just call me Bubbles, right? If you're into the trailer park boys. Propane. Here, kitty, come kitty. uh Whoa, what is mine? We're coming on to an hour. I gotta check my device. So that's got a bit of percentage left. I wasn't able to, I don't, can I scroll up and down? I don't think I can. Oh, holy, I didn't even realize you could do that, Hobo. That's amazing. Thank you for that. Wow. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you. Oh man, you learn something new every day. I am baffled. Okay, but upgrade. Undecided about Sasquatch. Yeah, eventually showing some. I know. Yeah, to make it your life mission. I mean, I guess if you're making money from it and it's something that you're passionate about, why not, right? And no different than anything else. If you can make a passion, out of something that you do, for make your livelihood out of it. I mean, all power to you. What's a goaler? Is that the goaler family? I don't know if I've heard about them. Is that going into the with the rural families that live in the backwoods? Because there's some videos on YouTube where hunters will go out and they'll have their game stolen from them, and and you know, there'll be a family that comes out of the woods, and they'll like speak their own language, and they don't follow society's rules, and you'll be lucky to get out of there with your life. So I know that all kinds of things has happened in famous inbred Canadian families. Okay, yeah, yeah. No, whereabouts was that? Was that probably was in Ontario, was it? And I only say that just because Northern Ontario is really, really remote. And we don't really have that very many remote spots left down here on the East Coast. Not to say that there isn't, but like Northern Ontario, same with like Northern BC, into the Yukon. All of there is super, super remote. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna have to look at that. I know that that there's yeah, that there I've heard of another family. I can't think of it. Um they're in the States, and they're quite famous. The quote unquote in I don't like using the term inbred, but it, you know, if it is what it is, it is what it is, right? I gotta get my tray. Um so yeah, I don't know. I gotta get this. Sorry, y'all. I need to get this because, yeah, I could see the remote Yukon area as well, just because it's so wild and untamed. The Whitakers, yes, that's exactly it. Good call. Yeah. But, you know, you go to them and they are just like some of the guy, he talks and barks and yelps and all of that. And they're, you know, some of the sweetest people that you could ever meet. I don't hold anything against them. It's just unfortunate they were, yeah, Old County, West Virginia. They were put in that situation, right? Like, it's just unfortunate that all of that stuff happens. Man, that sun is just beautiful coming in. Beavis and Butthead. Hey, durka-dur, derpa-derpa-dur. So, okay, now that I know I can look back at the comments, man, oh man, that just blew my mind. I can actually... Hockey? Hockey! See what I missed here. Kid went to Ottawa and stayed at the Chateau Laurier. Oh yeah, that's cool. What else did I... Okay, I think we're up to hobo for POTUS. Am I the hobo? Liquid mustard and bologna. Man, it's... Oh, what is it? Liquor and whores. Excuse my French. Liquor and whores, mustard and bologna, and liquor and whores. While I was down drinking at the Legion, I met a girl. She was fine. She was pretty and pleasing. She said, what did she say? She said, hey boy, well, won't you do some marrying? Well, I said, sure, but before you do, there's something that you should know. Well, I like liquor and whores. If you know the Trailer Park Boys, you know the song that I'm singing. You know it. It's the good old Bubbles. And fun fact, I don't even know if I've mentioned... Oh man, I could do my Bubbles impersonation a lot better than that. I'm just, you know, being a fool. So fun fact, I don't think I've even mentioned this on the channel. So you get an exclusive. So if you've seen the Trailer Park Boys, when the first scene is before the show starts, you get all the... It pans up the different streets, and then all of a sudden you see the kids running around the swing set right there. Well, if the camera were to pan straight to the right, you would see the same trailer that I lived in. So I lived in the same park that the Trailer Park Boys... oh, it's blurry? Maybe because I'm using my phone as a hotspot. Let me just double check the service here, guys. Oh, I got 3 bars. I'm not sure why it would be blurry. Sorry about that. Not Sunnyvale. No, so in the first 3 seasons of the Trailer Park Boys, they used to shoot in a park. It was called Woodbine Trailer Park. It was when they first got picked up on Showcase. And that's the same park that I used to live in. And I could remember going back in the day, and you would hear them. We'd be out in the streets, and all of a sudden, you know, group of kids would come by and be like, oh man, the Trailer Park Boys are shooting over there. They're looking for bottle kids. They're looking for bottle kids. And one of my buddies actually went over there, and in the earlier episodes, he's actually one of the bottle kids in the episode. So yeah, no, for the first two and a half seasons, it was filmed in there. Hey, Possum Run. Yeah, they moved to a couple different spots. They used to have the trailer park down by the shore in Dartmouth as well, by the old power plant. They bought up that. And the reason that they couldn't shoot in Woodbine Trailer Park anymore for after the first 2.5 seasons is because the park owners, they got mad at them and they thought that it would bring a bad reputation to the park, when the owners of the park are scandalous people that just take money from people just because they can. So I don't know what they're talking about. They bring a bad name upon themselves. But yeah, that's just a fun little fact. I actually lived in the same park that the Trailer Park Boys first did their first 2 episodes in. And also, when the camera is going up and down the streets and you can see the kids running and all of that, I can name all of those streets, even right now. Duggan Drive, Susan Drive, Glendale Drive, and there's another one down by the duck pond. Trevor, come on, man! Don't, oh man, don't, not Trevor, man. I'm at least man, I could be a J-Roc, blah 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 blah, Josiah. You know what I'm saying? Trevor, oh man, I don't want to be a Trevor. Blah blah, Josiah. I'm gonna have to rewatch those. I love that episode. It's even funny because back in the day, you know, it was kind of like my brother, and thank you, Jesus. Amen, amen. Thank you, Lord, for all these wonderful people. I remember back in the day when Trailer Park Boys first started. You know, it was like, oh, like you can't sit down and watch that. That's absolutely horrible and deplorable. But now it's like families will sit down and watch and watch Trailer Park Boys with like their sons and daughters. So it's just so funny how far the stigmata has changed over the years. Uh, the ones with Corey, Trevor, Smokes, come on, go down to the store and get me my jalapeno chips and jerky. Smokes. I'm laughing so much. It's going down my wrong tube. Oh, thanks, Rob. I appreciate that. Oh, I gotta get a drink 1 second. Oh, yeah. Too funny. And actually, I was actually working when I was still doing rebar. I believe it was right around season 8 for the Trailer Park Boys. The place that I was, Uzbekistan. You're from Uzbekistan? Whoa, crazy. A lot of stuff is going on there. Not going to get into it, but yeah, squirrel. I actually, when they were filming, it was the season with Snoop Dogg. We were doing some work, and all of a sudden we seen, excuse my French, we seen Ricky's shitmobile going down the road with, it had the deer on the strapped onto the hood, and they were doing some shooting because it was a private street, and I got permission to do some shooting there. So there, Ricky's old shitmobile was going down the road. You know, Ricky, Julian, and Bubbles were all there. You seen the camera crews, and it was pretty cool to see because, you know, if you're down east like I am, I'm wearing actually my East Coast lifestyle shirt. You know, it's a staple of down east. Very pixelated. Dang it. I'm sorry about the pixelation. I don't know how to fix that. Maybe if I move this back. Bear with me here, y'all. I'm sorry. That's the thing about using this as a hotspot, because I don't have any good reception. Let me just see here. Yeah. My phone's still saying I got 3 bars. I apologize for the pixelation, y'all. There's not much I can do about it. My service is in the best spot that I can get it at for the whole cabin. So I'm Jordan Peterson watches Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, they crack me up, man. They crack me up. They're a down east staple now. Oh my. So I don't know what all I'm going to be doing for the rest of the day. I've got some stuff to be taken care of. Not pixelated for me. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss. I can't really accept phone calls either because, like, I gotta be like, oh, it's like, you know, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Like it was back in the 90s. It's pretty bad that we're into the 2020s and we can't get good cell phone reception with all of these you know, apparent satellites everywhere. Pixelated every once in a while. Yeah, it might be because of the service. Maybe drops a bar or two. I'm not sure. Uzbekistan, hey, hey. if you know tower location might. Well, in the area, we don't. We're getting a new tower, but that's going to be coming in the new year. I'd love to get a Starlink set up. That would be the best case. Ricky is in best case Ontario. That'd be the best case Ontario. Um, so I don't know, but like I was saying in the last live, I need to get a shed at the front of the property to get that all situated with power to have a substantial power draw for the router and the satellite dish, where I've seen people run it off. Yeah, Starlink is awesome. Absolutely awesome. Had it when I was with my ex at our old place and it worked absolutely great. A little bit more expensive, but when you're in the rural areas, you don't got much options, and Starlink is absolutely wonderful. So, and I seen somebody ran it off of oh, excuse me, y'all. I seen somebody run it off of Blue Eddy. Quality, you can change it to a better quality. Well, oh, while watching, okay. I didn't know if that was for me or not. I seen it that somebody run Starlink off of their Blue Eddy, and a Blue Eddy is just a power bank. But I was just looking at the prices a little bit ago, and man, oh man, for a big power bank, Blue Eddy or Jackery, you're running into a couple thousands of dollars. Man, I am just blown away. Whoever was it, Tyler? I don't know if you're still around or if it was somebody else that mentioned I could look at my comments. Man, I'm just blown away. That is absolutely amazing. So I can go back and see all of these comments. That is awesome. I'm so, oh man, have you seen our PM out there? He's gone missing again. Well, hopefully he resigns. It's great because we need somebody like Trump. Trump's been trolling him. He hasn't even been calling him prime minister. He's been calling him governor. He's been calling him Governor Trudeau because he has destroyed this country. Absolutely destroyed it. And it's all for a reason. He's in Klaus Schwab's pocket, and Klaus Schwab, if you know, is head of the WEF, and the WEF is nothing but evil. Going into same with what's that? NATO and all of that. Bully is what I gotta say about that. Bully. Anyway, that's a whole nother tangent. A booster. Yeah, I had a booster before at the old place, but then it goes into the same thing of don't have any consistent power source right now. Like I was mentioning, I'm talking with a couple one company. They do batteries, lithium-ion batteries, and they want to sponsor the channel. So we're just trying to hash out the details with everything, and I'm hoping that all works out and comes to fruition. And then that would be a great step in the right direction to get my solar set up, because then I would just need the inverter, the power bank, and the panels. Oh, somebody's calling. Sorry, can't talk to you. All right, oh, that's awesome. These comments, I can go back. Hey, what's up? Your mustache looks awesome. Thank you, thank you. Well, I call this the Bert. This is the Bert in HD. Some people may call it the Ron Jeremy. Some people may call it the Tom Selleck. It all depends, right? I've heard some Hulk Hogan, brother. Let's see here. Hey, appreciate you making it to my live, Angry American. Appreciate you, man. Just loving this, chilling and chatting, man. I love this. I love this. I love this. I love being able to chat with y'all, especially now that I can see the messages. I thought once they popped up that I wouldn't be able to see them. Yeah, don't get me started on blackface. Yeah. Solar, yeah. Solar, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't gotten into solar just because, not that I'm scared of it, it's just confusing. So I will definitely keep that in mind, and I appreciate that. Ask a question, that's why we're here. This is a woo Ric Flair, yeah. That's why we're here, man or woman. Ask all the questions you want. That's why this is what it's for. It's a chilling and chatting. It's just like we're here and just having a conversation. Off grid in Missouri, love it, love it, love it. But yeah, I've just been a little bit overwhelmed with solar, and I think that I'm just overthinking it. I know that it's not as difficult and as hard as people make it out to be. How do I feel about Russia versus Ukraine? Well, Russia is siding with, they're trying to split everything up. So like Russia's trying to side with China and some other countries into trying to devalue the US dollar. As for Russia and Ukraine and all of that, the States is using Ukraine as a proxy because they don't want to send their people over there to die. So it's a horrible state of affairs regardless. But I believe they're using the Ukrainian citizens as a proxy as opposed to using American citizens, which is absolutely horrible. You know, I wish no wars would be going on, right? But it's, you know, it's just this power where we don't have one world order. You know, we don't have one major head like the States anymore. So it's what we got, like China, Russia, and the States. I would say they're all trying to fight for this global dominance. Oh man, I appreciate you, man. That is, thank you so much for the donation. God bless you. I really appreciate that, Justin. Thank you so much, man. Oh, and somebody else donated $4. Oh, I missed that. Thank you so much for the donation, guys. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see. Okay, I love this feature that I can go and look back at these comments. So yeah, you know, without getting too much into it, I think that Ukraine's used as a proxy, and it's unfortunate because, you know, and all of this money is be siphoned off, not for the war. It's going to line the pockets of the rich over there, and it's just a greedy, greedy system. Yeah, I got, and they want the land back. Yeah, yeah. China's fed up. Putin talking about nukes for sure, man. It's, without going too much into it, I know, because I got people on here, but man, it's all foretold, like, and I don't want to preach it, but I can't help it because, like, this right here, the Bible, like, it foretells everything. And if you're curious about what's going to happen, just look in the back in Revelations. And I'm not trying to push that on you, but like, this is my own beliefs, and we can see it playing out beforehand, literally before our eyes. So that goes into everything. You know, same with the one world government, these chips that are going in hands, mark of the beast, and all that stuff. It is all pertaining to the Bible. Independent water, yeah. So the good thing is I do have independent water here. I have a babbling brook that only dries up for about 2 months out of the year. I have a pond out front that I'm going to be doing a natural swimming pond that'll hold a couple thousand gallons. And off over where I have my impromptu kitchen, I'm going to have a gravity-fed rainwater catchment system, because that's going to be turned into a half bath, or maybe a full bath. I don't know, but there's going to be a shower and a toilet that's under there, so it's going to be a gravity-fed system with a catchment up top that gravity can use to be able to power it, as opposed to having a pump. So I got water on the property, and I'm thankful that I have water on the property. And I was actually thinking about a Sandpoint well, because at the very top of the property, there's a slight gradual incline. And at the top, I believe there's a natural spring that comes up out of the ground, and that goes in turn with the groundwater. Okay, so I'd like to get goats, pigs, quails, possibly turkeys. Yeah, man, I hear you there. I love it. I wish we had wild turkeys here, and it's New Brunswick is just starting to get some wild turkeys back there. They introduced them back into the population, but they didn't in Nova Scotia, unfortunately. So nothing new between Russia and us. Yeah, stuff is happening everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Let me know if you want any help with any of your setups, brother. Don't mind coming down and helping you out, doing some building and all that stuff. Wow, this sun is just getting brutal here. I'm having a hard time reading the screen. I love that I can go back. Oh yeah, yeah. The days of old are happening, Cameron, for sure. It's, look at what's happening with Israel. Look at the Euphrates. One world government's coming into order. Look at, just do, before you think that we're crazy, just do a little bit of research of Klaus Schwab and the WEF. They preach this stuff. They want to kill people. They want to neutralize carbon, and it's not through cow farts. It's through us. Look at the what are the stones? The death stones in like Idaho or whatever. They say they want to have a population of 320 million, man. They're demonic. They're evil, demonic folks. Old Trumpster will wrap it up. He's doing a good job, that's for sure. And he gave us some time. He's definitely helping the situation for sure. What else? Let's get Maple Monkey. Hey, woo, I appreciate that. And I appreciate for all the support, you guys. Like, over the last little bit, over the last month, I think I gained like 10,000 subscribers. So it's absolutely amazing. We are on the up and up and up. So I appreciate y'all, because it's literally through you guys that makes this happen. And I am just so grateful for y'all. So once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. You all are so awesome. God bless y'all. Nothing but peace, love, and happiness, prosperity, gratitude, just abundance in your life. I pray that over everybody. So, in Jesus' mighty name, amen. Okay, let's see here. What are some other comments? This is great. I can go back. No, I don't. I'm not really into the whole gaming. I used to be back into the day. I don't have any TVs or gaming systems. If I can't do it on my phone or on my tablet, I'm kind of, at the whim of that. Although I did play Warzone back in the day, same with COD and all that. It was great. I loved it. But I am just so busy to even sit down to get behind. If I start gaming, it'll be 4 hours that goes by, and I know that those 4 hours could be spent outside or inside doing stuff around the homestead. So it's probably better that I don't get back into the old gaming things, especially with the games they get out now. Man, some of the games they got are like, oh man, they are crazy. If I can get to 15 million subscribers, wow. So I have a goal on my calendar. So my goal for the channel is June to hit 100,000 subscribers for this channel, and for my ministry channel to hit 25,000. So that's my goal for June. I've given it to the big man. So, let's see. I'm missing some calls. This is great. Absolutely great. Novu Shuksa. Novu Shuksa. What kind of language is that? I don't know what that means. WEF, yeah, man, they're just nasty, nasty people talking about cow farts and planes. But here they are going in their private jets, multiple times a day, flying here, here, and here. You're doing good. Oh, appreciate that, Possum Run. Run. Appreciate you, my brother. You're so awesome. Ladies are doing great, Sancho Pixie. They were just out the door here, and I had some mouse traps, and I heard one of them set off a mouse trap, so I had to go make sure that that they didn't. 15 million, I think 15,000. Is that what it is? Yeah, 15,000. Yeah. Hey, I'm not saying no to 15 million. I'll tell you that right now. But the ladies are doing great. I gave them their "So you believe in aliens?" Nope, don't believe in aliens. Aliens are demons. Sorry, that was just a little bit blunt, but aliens are demons. And okay, I gotta say this. Because the preparation's already happening. That's why we're seeing so many of these aliens. They're trying to prep it for the rapture, y'all. So if you're still here after the rapture happens, I gotta just say this: that it's not aliens that took people, it's God that took us home. And they're gonna blame it on the aliens, and they're gonna say aliens did it. Aliens are not real. I just gotta say that. Sorry, not sorry. I just gotta say that. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Está muy bien, eh? ¿Cómo está? ¿Y tú? I'm just trying to learn my Spanish, so if any of y'all speak Spanish and want to help me out with my Spanish and have a conversation in Spanish, I'm more than willing. That would be wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ladies are doing good. Yes, I gave them their mealworms this morning. They eat better most mornings than I do. Got 2 eggs so far. I got to check their special laying area to see if any more of them have laid any more eggs there, because I'll usually find some in by my wood pile. Let's see. Sister. Oh, sorry, Possum Run. Sister. I never know by the name, so hopefully I didn't offend anybody if I call them the wrong, male or female. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you nonetheless. Hello, Sonny Honey from Mississippi. 15K, we're just around the corner. I think I just broke 14,000 the other day, so that is awesome. When God's supposed to come down and take a certain amount of people. Yeah, so the rapture is when he'll take the salt of the earth. He'll take the believers to escape. At least this is what I believe. Some people believe pre-tribulation. Some people believe post-tribulation. Then when he takes the salt of the earth, he takes his church home to the 7-year marriage in the sky. So that's in heaven. And then there'll be a world leader that comes into stage some point after that, and he's going to make a fake peace proclamation with Israel. And if you're still around and you see this, and the person that does it, know that he's the Antichrist. So he'll make a fake peace proclamation with Israel. He'll say that, oh, no worries, you know, the aliens took the bad people, peace is coming, and I'm going to usher in peace, and I'll sign this peace treaty with Israel. There'll be peace for the first 3.5 years. After 3.5 years, he'll break that treaty. He'll kill. There'll be 2 witnesses sent down, and they'll be proclaiming the word of God. He'll kill the 2 witnesses, and the last part of the 7-year tribulation, the last 3.5 years, are just going to be hell on earth. There's going to be demons everywhere. There's going to be God's wrath, and I say wrath very sparingly because it's trying to get people to realize that he's real, that he is true, that he loves you. He doesn't do these things out of hate. He's trying to get everybody's attention to show you you know, to show you that he's real, and he don't want anybody to stay around for this stuff. So yeah, that's you know, a quick little blurb about it. Let's see. Going to say Possum Run is the lady. That's awesome. Loving it. And I checked out the channel a couple times. I loved the videos that I did see. So yeah, so if any of y'all that are on here, go check out Possum Run. You know, give her some support, show her some love. That would be that's awesome. We got to lift each other up. I'll do a shout out for you as well in my next video coming up here. Shave your beanbag. No, 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 man. This my hair. No, I would assume that you mean my hair, man. I can't. My hair gives me strength. My hair gives me smarts. I feel smarter and stronger with my hair. I can't do that. Just like Samson. I can't do that. I want to expand my flock, but I got a lot of trips planned. And if they come to fruition, I don't know if I'm going to be able to, because I'll need somebody to kind of look at my chickens while I'm not here. Thankfully, I have a neighbor down the way, but you know, that said he will, but I don't really want to bother him all the time for stuff like that. So it all depends on, yeah, I don't know. I'd like to expand it. I really would. I'd like to have about 20 chickens. So, yeah. Are you Canadian? I am Canadian. East Coaster here. Daniel. Yep. Canadian for sure. Stupid. Oh man. Don't call me stupid. Don't call me stupid. I'm not stupid. Hey, if you think I'm stupid, that's completely fine. You know, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I don't hold anything against anybody. Now, if some of y'all, Sancho Pixie, that's a great question. So if some of y'all had chickens, I have heard that you need a rooster for every about eight hens. And I have 5 hens right now. I appreciate you, Daniel. No worries, man. So muchly appreciate you stopping by for the chill and chat. Videos are coming, and this will be a weekly thing. So hopefully to see you again, man. So if anybody has had roosters, maybe they can elaborate on this. With how many hens do you need for how many roosters? Because I don't want to get too many roosters, because then we'll start, you know, dominance and all of that. They'll start hurting the other roosters too. So I got to do a little bit more research on it, because I think, yeah, that's what I've heard, Possum Run. Because I don't, right now, one of my hens, she's the dominant hen, and I don't want to get too many roosters because the dominance issue, and it'll affect the hens and all of that. So okay, thank you for that, Possum Run. That's much appreciated. That's what I thought. Yeah, about that. About 20 hens should have 2 roosters. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. So that's perfect. So if I, and that's another reason why I haven't expanded my flock. I had 8 because I didn't want to get the rooster, and I wanted to do a little bit more research beforehand before I just jump all in and just expand my flock, get all hens. And from what I hear, hens will take on rooster characteristics when they're, because there's a pecking order, and the hen will take on rooster characteristics, and they'll actually stop laying. So I haven't found that yet with my 5, but I'm sure if I were to get probably in around 10, there would be a dominant hen that kind of takes the dominant traits of a rooster. Facts. I hope I'm spewing some facts here. Help some people out. Is that Blackbird I know from Billy? I don't know, who's Billy and what's Blackbird? Appreciate that, Obscene. You're doing great. Learning is the best teacher. I completely agree, and I learn best by hands-on. I tend to jump all in on things, whether it's for better or for worse. And I just I learn by doing. So that's one of the best ways I find by learning, is that's how all of this literally happened. This homestead, I literally just jumped in head first and made it work, and I'm still making it work. This goes in with further onto the channel, like I said before on the last live, living in the car to the hobo hut to the cabin. So, just like the saying is, live and learn. Appreciate that. I am going to keep on keeping on, and I'm proud of you too. Keep on keeping on whatever you're doing. You're doing great. You all are doing great in your own aspects, and just keep on. What do I always say? Keep on trucking forward with everything. That's all we can do. Just keep on trucking forward. We can't start at the finish line. You just, got to remember. Let's see if I can get it right. The adventure is in the journey, not the destination. And I've found that so much, the adventures and the journey, because I know as much as I say I'm gonna appreciate when the homestead's all done and finished, I already know I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss it. Yep, introduce members to new flock at night for sure. I've heard that as well, Margie. Yeah, that's a good call. Less stressed out, and that's the same thing when I brought them here for the first time from my ex's old homestead. I put them in a box, and I just waited to put them in there at night to get them a little bit more calmer. Funny how that is, right? Let me just double check. I gotta see what we are for percentages on my phone. I wasn't able to get the old Jenny started up to get some things charged up, and I haven't been into town yet. So we're still looking good. We're still looking good. We're an hour and a half in. That's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'll keep going. You guys want to keep on chilling and chatting? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you. Just let me know in the comments if you want to keep going. I'm just gonna grab a little drink here. Oh, yummy. Yeah, because like I said, I don't really have any a framework. The sun is just right in my eyes. I don't really have a framework for this live. We've just been kind of gabbing away, haven't we? Blackbird. I was scrolling through the videos and seen the blackbird. Am I missing somebody? Is somebody's name Blackbird on here? I'm gonna have to check. Now you got me curious. I didn't think I seen a blackbird. Black wolf. Oh, there is a blackbird. How did I miss that? Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. Yeah, that's good call. That's what they're called. I missed that comment. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. So what are you saying about blackbird? Blackbird. I was scrolling through the videos and seeing Homestead. We're gonna have to check it out. Yeah, the Georgia Guidestones. That's where it says. It's literally the world that they want to have. So they want to kill all the people, 320 million, and all that stuff. And it's just nasty, nasty, demonic stuff that's on it. How are you managing pests beside those mouse traps? Quite honestly, mice are the only pests right now that I've had to deal with. And I only keep the most. Thankfully, there are none in here. Cabin is free of mice. Yeehaw! And that's why I keep the mouse traps outside, just to get them before. I usually get probably 2 or 3 every couple days, and I just like to kill them, as bad as that is, before they get, situated into the cabin. The only other pest that I've really had is the raccoons, and some of y'all may agree and may not agree, but I shoot those buggers. I don't like to, but I'm not letting them get comfortable here. They've already killed 2 of my chickens. I haven't seen them in a few months. I haven't been putting the bird seed out there to get them, attracted. So, I gotta do my due diligence in taking care of my ladies. As much as I don't like to shoot them, I'll shoot a raccoon. So that's what I've been dealing with that. And bears are hibernating, but what I do now, this is gonna sound crude. You might have seen it in a comment, but I don't care. It absolutely works. What I've done with bears before the hibernation was I mark my own territory, because bears, they cannot tell the difference between human urine and fecal matter as opposed to bear urine and fecal matter. So I've been going in the back property, and I've been taking a dump. Sorry for the vulgarity, but I've been taking a dump and urinating on it. And if I see any signs where the bear has been scratching on a tree or has been making marking his territory, that's what I'll do. Is I'll go whiz on the tree, and take a dump and whiz on my dump. And I haven't had bears here in 6 months, because it's funny, because they're all around my property. The farmers down the way there, they've been telling me to watch out for bears, and they literally have to deal with them on a daily basis. In the spring and summer, I hear people popping off bear bangers. I haven't even had to do that. There was the last instance before that I started marking my own territory. There was a bear outside into my bottle stash. I got a high powered pellet gun, and I just gave him a pop in the ear, so to speak, and he ran away. And then I started marking my territory, and I haven't seen him. So I know with 100% certainty that marking your territory against bears, they it works. Marge, you are so correct on that, man, or woman, sorry. I say man just because it's just, I could just go there. But yeah, you're right. Chickens love mice, and they are mini T-Rexes. So the first time that I got a couple mice, I just threw them out to the chickens because I've seen them eat moles before. And man, oh man, they were fighting and ripping it apart like mini T-Rexes. I didn't believe it. They are carnivorous. And I fed them old chickens. I fed them meat scraps. I fed them ham. They are like goats. They'll eat anything, anything. And it's funny because I was looking at the path down the other night, and I seen one of them. It was just pecking at something, and I'm like, what in the world is that thing pecking at? And it picks it up, and and lo and behold, it was a mouse. It was a mouse that was shot, or that was compacted. Subscribed. Oh, appreciate you, Freddie. Notifications on thumbs. Thank you, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. God bless. My pellet gun is powerful enough only because I have a high-powered pellet gun. You need your FAC license to go buy these. It's because if you get a regular pellet gun, that's it's only 500 feet per second that you get from like a store, that you don't need your FAC. I wouldn't recommend shooting a raccoon because it's not strong enough. So my high power pellet gun is it shoots about 1,200 feet a second, and I do a little bit of I'll show you here what I got. So I have, for my gun, would I be able to show it, or would I be able to, or would I get blocked on here? No, I'm not gonna show it. So what I have here for my pellet gun, I have my pellets, and they're right in here. They're soaking in WD-40, and right in here, I have, this is a mixture. It's of Vaseline and WD-40 in here. So what I do, it's called dieseling, and some people are for it, some people are against it. So if you see on the back of, let's see if I can grab a pellet here. On the back of these pellets, there's a, oh, thank you so much, Rita. God bless you. Thank you so much for the donation. That is just, God bless you, love. I really, really, really appreciate that. You have no idea. God bless you. That is your, thank you so much. From the bottom of my heart, I really am thankful. Thank you so much. So if you see here, there's one of my pellets, and in this little cap area, what I'll do is I'll take my petroleum jelly here, because it's like a flammable kind of thing, and I'll fill this little cap area with just a little bit of Vaseline mixed with WD-40 in there, and that's what diesels it, and that gives me another probably 200 to 500 feet per second. And it makes the world of a difference. Like, it literally sounds like, if I don't do it, it's still a good sound that comes out of it. But as soon as I start dieseling it, it literally sounds like a 22 is being shot, and it adds so much more power to it. Like, I can shoot through inch boards. I've got a target out back, a piece of tin, and it just shreds through. And these are target practicing pellets. They're not hunting pellets, so they don't have the sharp tip on them, and they're not hollow points. But when you use the actual hunting pellets, it is just like going through warm butter. It works absolutely amazing. Let's see. I am loving that I can go back to these comments. I'm on my way out for the day. Muchly appreciate you. I would love to get a dog, Sancho Pixie. I would love to get a dog. So I'm hoping maybe a stray will pop by, and that needs a home, and I can give them a home here because I miss having a dog. I miss my old pup Max. It wasn't my dog, it was my ex's dog Max, and I miss him dearly, absolutely dearly. I miss him dearly. So yeah, I would really love to get a dog here. Yeah, God bless you again, Rita. Thank you so much. Like, thank you so much. Uh, just may the Lord's blessing be upon you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah. Oh, Blackbird, thank you for subscribing. I just appreciate all of you. You know, I just taking the time out of your day to pop by and see what's happening here. I really, really love these chillin' chats. And it's just so nice that we can just create a community that we can just sit down and it don't matter. You can make fun of me. I can take it. It's all good. No fools, no fun. We just sit down like we are in a sitting around a campfire, and just shoot the gab, right? Just gabbing, right? Just talking and chilling. I love that we can sit down here and that we have a community that we can do this with. It is. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's why I wanted to get these weekly lives on the go, because I look at all my gray hair, man, oh man, squirrel. Because it's just nice to get to know y'all, because just in the videos you see me and I only see you guys through the comments, and I love seeing the comments, and that's why I try to make it a priority. It's hard to get on them onto the shorts, because some of them will blow up, and I think one of them has like 5,000 comments. But onto my regular episodes, I absolutely try to get at least a heart onto every single comment that I see. I read everybody's comments. I see everybody's comments. So if you haven't gotten a heart, or if you haven't gotten a reply from your comment, it's just because I haven't gotten around to it. I literally have thousands of comments that from my videos that I haven't been able to get to. And also I could spend some days I spend like an hour replying to comments, and it doesn't even break a tip of the iceberg. So just know that I see every comment, I see everything, and I really appreciate y'all. That's why I've been trying to get more into the community tabs as well. So if you do want oh, hey chickens, hey ladies, if you do are wanting to get your comment replied to, there's a better chance of me seeing it in the actual like the long format episodes. That's where I try and focus my replying to comments, as it's a little bit easier to filter through all of the comments, as opposed to the literally I'm at thousands of them with my shorts, and I am not complaining, and it is my goal to get through all of them. It's my goal to get through all of them, and I will. It just takes some time. I'm only one man. I can only do so much, right? Okay, so let's see. No drama. Oh yeah, no, that's the last thing I want here. I just want good vibes, positive atmosphere for us and for everybody coming in. And I love that we can do that. Love it, love it, love it. You're only one of the live posts that likes outnumber the people watching. I try to. I like to. You're taking some time out of your day to pop by the lives and my videos, and if it's even if it's just for a second, that second really still means a lot to me. Time is very valuable for people, for me, for you guys, and for you all to take some time out of your day to pop by here and see what's happening here at the cabin. It warms my heart to see the community that we're growing, because it's not me that's growing it. It's you guys and gals. It's you all that are growing this community. And I only just post the videos. Y'all are building this channel. Y'all are the ones that are growing this channel, and I really, really appreciate it. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't, we wouldn't be on this live. I wouldn't be as far as I am with my videos and everything. The constant support, it really, really means the world to me. So just thank you for taking a minute, taking a second out of your day to see what's happening in any of the videos. And that goes in turn why I want to do these lives, because it just gives you all you know, it gives me a chance to learn about you all too, right? Which I want to do. It's not just a one-way street, it's a two-way street, right? In a community, in a friendship, and in the troop. This troop is a family. So I want to learn about y'all. I want to get to know y'all. And I just appreciate y'all so very much. So very much. All right, what else do we got here? I know Black Wolf answered for Blackbird, but yeah, 12 by 12. Doing another edition. 20 by 20 for Possum Run. That's a nice size. It's going to be nice when I have the kitchen edition going on back there. That'd be another 8 by 12 to add on. And same with the outdoor living space and the deck going out front. So I can't wait. So many wonderful things planned. 22 shorts, quiet 22 mag versatility. Amen. And I was at the Gun Emporium the other month, and I was looking at the 22s, and they got a nice little 22. It's like $150, and I'm like, ooh, maybe I should put that on my wish list. I didn't because I wasn't spending my money on that. That's for sure. But there was it was a semi-automatic, and the thing is, mine's a brake barrel, so I can't. It's not a fast reloader. Got to break the barrel, pop it in, and if I'm dieseling it, then I got to have my diesel pellets all ready to go. So yes, I would like to get a 22 mag. I like to get a nice Henry lever action. My stepdad has a nice Henry, and it is just it's a little bit more expensive, but it is just such a beautiful gun. And I got to get a new deer gun. I think I got to put a log in the fire. Just bear with me all here. Just bear with me here. I'm not going to turn it. Okay, just 1 second. I'm going to put another log in this fire. It's getting cold in here. Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, seen somebody say 30-30. 30-30, 30-06, 308, something like that. My old place, I haven't gotten a deer yet for my first deer for hunting. Just been so busy. But there is literally like 12, there's like 8 to 14 point bucks at my old spot that I have that I have a spot picked out for, and I was thinking this was going to be the year. My first deer could have possibly been a 12-point buck. I had it on my camera. I had my apples and carrots, had everything back there, and then me and the ex split up. And say la vie. It was for the better. It was for the better. I'm not complaining. But boys, oh boys, there were some nice deer that were coming there. So I would say that there was spike horns. There was yearlings. There was big old massive old just burly bucks. The biggest one that I seen, he was just this magnificent. He had at least 12 points. He could have been a 14 pointer. He was he was atypical. So his spikes and his horns, he had I forget what it's called, but one of the tines went up and then one of them went down. And oh, he was such a gorgeous looking buck. So if he's back there next season, I'm gonna get everything all situated for next season, and I'll bring y'all back there, and we're going to be getting a deer. Whether or not it's going to be a 8-pointer, 10-pointer, spike horn, or a doe, I don't know. I'll let that be seen. But it was a convergence. There was just deer coming in everywhere, and oh, I can't wait to get back. Let's see. Lever action, yeah. My stepdad, he has. I mean, I could always borrow a gun. I don't need to buy one. I could buy or borrow one from him. He has like 10 guns. And same with my brother, but he's all the way in Ontario. They're just gun addicted. And once you buy one, you just got to keep on buying them. That's one thing you can't have too many of. 17 is a bad little gun to have. 30-30 is my wish list. Oh, I know. You could take a moose out with that thing. And that's another thing. I love to get entered into the moose draws. I did. I chucked another log on the fire, Margie. I might chuck another one on because I'm going to be doing some work outside, and I just want in here to get nice and roasty toasty. Not that it's cold. 22 LR revolver. See, the thing is, we can't have handguns over here. I mean, we can have handguns, but it's classified as a restricted handgun, and you need to be part of a firing range. You can only bring the gun. You can't have it on your sidearm like you can in the States. You can only bring it to and from the range if you have a revolver or a handgun. And that's just a detriment. That makes no sense to me because, like, anyway, that's a whole nother ball. Y'all are lucky that you have the gun laws that you do over in the States. It's just the idiots that, go and get these illegal firearms and do these mass shootings and all that. That's ruin it for the people, the good legal people, right? Like, why are you taking guns away from legal people? It's not legal people that are committing these crimes, it's criminals. So if you take away the guns from the legal people, the criminals are still going to go find guns illegally. So it's like, oh, what are you doing? So yeah, it's ridiculous. I love this. I can look at these comments. Look at this. Cook me up some bacon and beans. Come on over, Blackbird. I got fresh eggs right straight from the chicken's arse. You can't get any fresher unless they laid right in the pan. I got some good old Clark's beans. I got some honey maple bacon here. Come on over. Let's have a breakfast. Let's see. Propane equipment. Yeah, for right now, I do cooking on a little propane cook stove. Have some plans for the outdoor kitchen area. I'm going to have a rocket mass heater, rocket stove, pizza oven to get away, excuse me, from the propane setup. And now that the cold weather's setting in, I will be doing some cooking on the wood stove. I don't know if that's going to be videos for the channel here on YouTube or if it's going to be on my Patreon. Just because I've noticed that some videos, they don't do that well on YouTube. They'll only get 100, 200 views, and they're more of a really, really specific target audience. So I might save those videos for Patreon. But that's it's all going to be worked out here in the future. Like I say, I've got a lot of I'm doing a post here for my Patreon. It's not up there yet. It's 8 tips for buying land for homesteading. That's going to be on my Patreon. I have my book filled with ideas for this channel, my groups, and all that good stuff. So lots of stuff happening. Yeah, Israel needs just a lot of things right now, but they are, well, shopping coming out. I got enough for the weekend. I have to go out where, oh, sorry, I'm trying to read 3 different comments. Focus, Adam. In my friend's car, went out shopping. Okay, cool, that's right on, Freddie. Got enough for the week and are out, so have to go for it. No worries, Freddie. I'm over on the east coast of Canada, my brother. Second Amendment, yeah, for sure. Israel, yeah, a lot of places need the Second Amendment, just like Israel. Can you have a 5110 lever action? When I lived in Alaska, a 5110. I don't even know if I've heard of that gun before, to be honest with you, Alan. I'm gonna have to look into that. A 5110, interesting. I don't think I've heard of that. Yeah, Margie, you are. Yeah, just put it in your purse, have a little sidearm, because you never know, right? Like, we can, and it's even horrible. We can't even, like, back in the day, you could have a gun rack in the back of your truck and you could have your rifle, your deer rifle in the back of your truck. Like, I really, really wish that we could get back to those times, because it's not legal hunters that are doing all this illegal, deplorable shite. It's criminals. Like, and it's the good people that have these guns that are going to be able to fight off the criminals. So it's just a deplorable state, but it is what it is. I already know where it's going. Dude, moose meat, you're not lying. That's awesome. I was at a party years ago and buddy did up some jarred moose meat and bear meat. Some of the best stuff. And that's what I'm going to be doing a lot more this year is I'm going to be doing a lot more pressure canning. I'm going to be doing a lot more pressure canning and water bath canning. So I'm going to be doing up jarred meat. That's why I would like to be getting my deer, but hopefully I'll be able to find through some relatives, be able to bum some deer meat off of them and do up some, I got to pick up a pressure cooker, do up some jarred bear, do up some jarred meat. I'll stop marking my territory and I'll be able to get a bear here every single year. I know that because there is just so many bear in this area that, man, dude, Black Wolf, I didn't know you're a hunter. Like, we got to get out and do something, man. Like, shooting some ducks or setting up some snares or going out deer hunting, man. Like, going fishing. Like, I'm not sure exactly where you are in the area, but like, we got to get out and we got to do something. And I know it's a little bit tougher where you work overnight, but yeah, I didn't realize that you were a hunter, my man. We definitely got to go out and start doing some stuff, man. For sure. I'd love that. I'd love that. I know I haven't had it in years as well. So that's why I say maybe we could set something up, right? Like, put out some things for the moose draw, and if not, go out deer hunting and rabbit snaring or rabbit hunting and all this stuff, duck hunting. I'm totally game, man. I would absolutely love to go on a hunt with you sometime soon or in the near future, coming up anytime. Amendment means right. Law beneath any right. Yep. Trudeau likely banned that gun Alan mentioned. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to look into that. 5110. I'm gonna have to write that down because I think that I'm gonna be able to remember this stuff, and my brain don't work that way. A 5110, and a lot of the stuff too. If you know, a lot of people are lucky they can have it grandfathered in. I'm in the same situation, man. I got my PAL, but I need my hunting license. That's why I didn't go out this year because I didn't do the hunter safety course. And you could do it online, but I still think you need to go into the office, if I'm correct, and do it's either the practical or the written. You could do most of it online, and you're in the same situation as I'm in, man. So yeah, once we get that done, man, I'm all in. We got to get out hunting together. Even just go out for lunch or something, right? Like, or even come over to the cabin. I'll cook you a dinner. Like, bring the fam jam over. You know, I'm all game, right? Like, whatever. It's all good. It'd just be nice to, just gab and see you again, right? That's all. Where are we at? Not a Weird Al. Oh, well, thank you. Oh, thank you. If legal, 44 carbine. Oh yeah. So I actually have an old SKS, and I know I could hunt with it. And because they take AK-47 rounds, I could take down a moose, I could take down a bear, I could take down Sam Squanch himself with that thing, and it's semi-auto. So I get an SKS, and it actually has a bayonet on it. So like, I'm ready. If I'm still here, when these when SHTF, I got my gun, I got a little stockpile of ammo. I'd like to get a little bit more ammo, but I'm ready. I'm raring to go. I got my SKS for right now. Not the best hunting rifle, I know. I got it more for personal protection. But yeah, there's a lot of guns I'd like to get. Where are we? Where are we? 98% of my meat is canned. Oh, I love that. Healthy, you know where it comes from. Some of the best meat that you can get. Well, if you forage it and hunt it yourself. But yeah, that's gonna be my goal coming up here, is do a lot of canning. I have in my pantry, my white pantry right here. I have some homemade chow chow pickles, beets, stuff that I've did water bath canning. So I absolutely love preservation methods that way. It's a little bit more intensive doing it pressure canning, and my pressure canner that I had wasn't the greatest, so I didn't trust it, and it just took forever to get up to pressure. So I got to invest in an actual better one for the season coming up. Canned meat, glass jar. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Glass jars. I was gonna take the hunting course, and then the scamdemic. I know. I hear you there. It messed up a lot of plans, eh? But yeah, from what I hear, if it's anything like the gun course, I absolutely loved the gun course. It was so great, so informative. So I'm actually excited to take the FIC course, or no, the hunter safety course, and then that way we can get all of our tags for everything: snaring small game, shooting large game, all that good stuff. All that good stuff. Some SKS sketchies, yeah, for sure. I got a good old Russian SKS. I don't have a Chinese one, thankfully. It was actually used in the war, and as soon as I came back from traveling, I picked it up, got it for 180 bucks, and I have that, I have that just in case, because you never know what's going to happen. The gun course. I love the gun course. It was so great. The instructor was highly informative, made it fun, and it's nice when you can come across a course that's not only informative but educational and fun. Oh, especially, yeah, have meat on the table, especially with the meat prices. They're only going to get more expensive, and that's why I'm hoping I can get some find maybe a property to do, maybe talk with somebody with the neighbor and use their property for some meat hens, meat kings, I should say, next year. I love to raise some meat kings and do a chicken tractor. So have a blessed day, Margie. Thank you for stopping by. Buy 'em cheap, bury 'em deep. Amen, amen. Have a wonderful day, Margie. I appreciate you stopping by. Lots of hoops to jump through what should be a God-given right. I know, yeah, I know. And it's just deplorable that we're at that state. Was a full room when I took the gun course. Yeah, a lot of people. A lot of people are looking into that, into getting into the self-sustainability, the self-sustaining way of life, getting out and hunting. Oh, and just getting back to the natural way of living, because we don't know what's in our meats and our all these preservatives and stuff. It's just absolutely horrible. And you see the state of the slaughterhouses. The meat that goes into the supermarket shelves, and I'm not lying, it's literally bathed in ammonia. But they say that, oh no, the ammonia is such a percentage that it's still consumption, but literally to get all of the feces and urine from the deplorable conditions in these slaughterhouses, they got to ammonia dip the meat even to have it presentable on the store shelves, and that's without the dyes, without the antibiotics, and without all the crap that they pump into it. Deer meat is some of the venison meat, some of the best meat that you can get, some of the healthiest. Shotgun, yeah, I need to get me a shotgun to do some deer or some duck hunting. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, well, y'all, it's coming to that point. I got to use the bathroom. My phone percentages are running down. We're an hour and 20 into it, and I think we're gonna leave the live here for y'all. Man, oh man, another absolutely amazing live. I think what I'll do is I'm gonna jump on and we'll do a Christmas, not probably as long, but I'll jump on here at Christmas and turkey, wild rabbit. Yummy. And I'll jump on here for a Christmas Eve live, just to have a little quick gab, wish y'all a Merry Christmas, and we'll chat then. So I'm gonna leave it for here. I got to put another stick on the fire. I can feel I let it go too far down. I can feel the chillness coming in the air, and I don't have my sweater on. So, I appreciate y'all. God bless you all. An early Merry Christmas. I'll have my live stream Christmas at 5 p.m. Beautiful. I'm going to write that down. Let's see if I can remember that. Let's see here. What time zone are you in, Possum Run? Oh, Central Time. It says that right there. 5 p.m. Central Time. 5 p.m. Central on, what was it, on Christmas Day? On Christmas Day, Possum Run? Christmas Day. All right. I should be able to pop in on that. Perfect. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day. Troops, you guys, gals, you all are so awesome. I do live stream. Oh, okay. Every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Oh, okay. Cool. Right on. I'm going to write that down too. Wednesday at Wednesday 5 p.m. Central. Beautiful. I'm gonna make that note, and I'm gonna see if I can make that. And if I can't make it on Wednesday, because today's what? Friday. If I can't make it on Wednesday, I'll see you on your Christmas Day live. So y'all, have a blessed week. God bless y'all. Much appreciate y'all taking the time out of your day to pop by here at the old chill and chat. What an absolutely great chill and chat it was. Love hanging out with y'all. May God's glory be upon every single one of y'all that have checked into this video. God bless you all in the name of Jesus, that just abundance is poured out onto your lives in this Christmas and holiday season. He is the reason for the season. So God bless you all. And we'll see you all back here on the homestead very shortly. And I got to end it as I always do. Keep that stick on the ice. There is no failure. You just got to keep on trucking forward. And the adventure. No, I always mess this up. I don't know why I can't get this. The adventure is in the journey, not the destination. There you go, y'all. God bless. May Jesus be with you all. Glory be to Jesus. Amen. See y'all. If I can figure out how to exit out of this.